Welcome back, everybody. My name is CringeyJesse, and this is another episode of Formula 1 Manager 23. We have a new rear wing, and we're going to have it on the cars going into this race. Something happened. I'm not exactly sure why, because we did not have that much money after I put the wings on the car. I don't know where that came from. However, I know you see that red 3 above the cars. That unfortunate wreck from Sophie that Lando Norris did, throwing us into the wall, completely ruined all 3 of her engine components, so that's another set gone for her. And we have got to put another one on there. So wasted engine components already, because those were way up. But yeah, I'm hoping that we don't end up having to spend a lot of extra money for engine parts. But time will tell, as we're only on round 9, about to be on round 10 after this one, but we are going into Canada, and I will see you at qualifying. And to finish out Q1 on dries, Gasly sitting P15 at the moment as he comes across the line, improving to P1. Sophie sitting P19, improving. Oh my goodness, proving to P13. She gets dropped to P14. Where's Lando Norris? Lando Norris might be on a lap. Where's Magnussen? Magnussen might also be on a lap. Oh my goodness. She's close. She was close. She's not going to get it, but she was close. She was close. As here comes, oh, Magnussen's going to knock her out. And they're on flying laps. Gasly just set a purple sector 1. Okay, so maybe there's a shot. I mean, she's got 2 green sectors, sitting P17 at the moment as she comes across the line. P17 it is. Gosh darn it. And to set the time to beat, which somebody is most likely going to beat that time, here comes Pierre Gasly in Q2 with a 112.2. And to start Q3, Piastri setting the time to beat. We were doing purples being pulled by Russell and Bottas. We're going to go P1 with a purple sector 3, but someone behind us is doing just a tad bit faster. And I want to think that it's Magnussen. It's not Magnussen. Is it Verstappen? As Verstappen comes across the line, he's going to go P4. It's not Ocon. Oh, did we just have like a really good sector 3? With rain going to fall for the rest of it? This looks like it just might be our very first pole.
This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go here in Canada, starting on pole for the very first time with Pierre Gasly in the car. And we're just going to go ahead and try to push to get away from Zhou Guanyu and Kevin Magnussen and Oscar Piastri. As Flo has already moved up 2 spots, kinda sorta. She's fighting for P18 with Lando Norris. She ended up starting P20 because of that grid penalty that she ended up getting at the end of the last race when Lando Norris threw us into the wall, and somehow we got penalized for it. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. So hopefully, as she did look like she was improving at the end of the last race before she got thrown out, we'll see if she can improve any here in this race. As we go ahead, we're going to take him off of the pushing except for the gas, as he is already 2.5 seconds ahead of everybody. I'm hoping, maybe, just maybe, he can make it. We'll see what he does, as we're not going to push with Flo except for on the gas. I didn't do that at the start. That's my bad on my part. So we're just going to see how well Flo can do. Oh, did Flores wreck again?
Right then, we can take a look now.
What did Lando Norris do?
And the impact on the car,
Oh
it's
my
quite clear.
goodness.
And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
Oh my goodness. Also, Pierre Gasly boxed, and I wasn't paying attention. I saw the yellow flag. I looked up, and I didn't even realize that Pierre Gasly had boxed. I set the box. I didn't. I looked down at my tablet for like 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Coming into the pit lane, Norris is going to get back in front of her. No penalty this time. Take that. Down to P19 with her brand new hards on. And as this is looking like the shortest video I'll ever put up, here it is. Gasly already up into P7. Flo coming out, P19. Here comes Pierre Gasly as Flores takes P18 once again, with a chance to get up into P17 if she can catch Albon, but she won't. And Pierre Gasly back up into P1. He's on his mediums to finish out this race. And it is a red flag instead after I did all of that.
Red flag.
I was going to pull them in, both of
Here's
them
the
in to
replay.
get new softs
Right, so
on.
this was the fourth
But
corner.
here we are looking at Richard Verschoor. Ooh.
There. That's the
Ooh.
moment of impact, and the car leaving a bit of paint on that barrier. And that's not what they would have had in mind when they woke up this morning.
Ow. Can we watch that again? Is there an option to watch that again? Because I would love to watch that again.
It's time to pick up where we left off as the race restarts. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And with Gasly in first place, started this race on pole, and he will finish this. Well, he will have the restart on pole as well. Basically, time penalty going to Verschoor. Gasly has a chance of starting on pole and finishing in first, which is something I wouldn't mind, as Norris gets up in front of Stroll, putting Flo right behind the guy she couldn't get in front of the first time. Sophie a little push here, as it looks like she's side by side going into turn 1 with Lance Stroll, up the inside on turn 2, and up into P16 past Lance Stroll by turn 3. Oh, she already side by side with Norris? Yes, she is. She's looking for P15. Is she going to have P15? She's going to have P15. Holy cow. Before the Wall of Champs. Can she do anything before turn 1? No. Oh, maybe. Up the inside on turn 2. Looking for P14 by the end of turn 3. And she will have it. Can't. But it looks like she's going to make a move up into turn 1. She has the inside in turn 2. She does. Can she get up into P13? And, oh, she does get into P13. But let's take a look at Pierre Gasly as he comes across in first place for the third race in a row, winning here in Canada for the Haas team. We definitely want that. That's probably going to help his driver's championship, as Sophie will finish in the highest that she's ever finished, up into P13. And hey, I like it. I like it. This was a good race, in my opinion. It was a short race for the video, but I like the race.
It's another career podium for Pierre Gasly, having battled really hard to earn that place.
What a great way to take their third win this year. They've definitely found their form.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal.
And that is your Canadian Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly winning 3 in a row with the fastest lap. I think it can be said that I have figured out how to develop a car. Let's see if I can keep it going into the second half. Let's see if I have the money, the funds to do it. Let's see. Honestly, let's see. Zhou Guanyu getting second and George Russell getting third. That is your podium. And it is a podium without a Red Bull or a Max Verstappen. Something else to be proud of here. Speaking of Max Verstappen is getting P4 today. Oscar Piastri P5, Sergio Perez P6, Charles Leclerc P7, Kevin Magnussen P8, Esteban Ocon P9, and Valtteri Bottas rounding out your top 10. Then you have Ricardo Pourchaire. Sorry, I don't know what that was if you heard it. That was weird. Sophie getting P13. Lando Norris, Alexander Albon, Yuki Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Carlos Sainz did not finish, and Richard Verschoor did not finish. Let's look at the Drivers' Championship. I'm a little excited. I'm kind of hoping. Nope, Max Verstappen still leads the Drivers' standings with 158 points. But 2 points behind him with 156, yours truly, Pierre Gasly, the driver for Haas, up in... Oh, man. This could be exciting. Kevin Magnussen finishing out your top 3. Then it's Oscar Piastri, Sergio Perez, George Russell, Zhou Guanyu moving up a spot today to P7, Esteban Ocon dropping down to P8, Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Theo Pourchaire, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, Richard Verschoor, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda leading the 0-pointers, leaving Sophie in last place. Sophie, we got to do something with you here. We got to. Hopefully we can get you more points than Verschoor. Maybe you can be the Rookie of the Year, but we got to do something. Moving on to the Constructors. Red Bull still on top with 234 points. Alpine in second with 182 points. Haas in P3 with 156 points. Basically, whatever points that Pierre Gasly has is the points that we're going to have in the Constructors. So, Gasly has to carry the team on his back to, yeah. Anyway, Ferrari in P4, McLaren in P5, Alfa Romeo in P6, Mercedes in P7. Wow, they're down there. AlphaTauri P8, Aston Martin P9, and Williams sitting in P10 with 1 singular point. Still better than AlphaTauri last year. Not better than AlphaTauri this year, but better than AlphaTauri last year, as they went the entire season with 0 points up until the very last race when Theo Pourchaire did better than Ricciardo, as I said that he would. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to take a quick detour back to the drivers. And we're going to look at the AlphaTauris. Nope. Ricciardo's doing better this year. But, hey, what can you say? Anyway, as I go back down here so that I know where I'm at when I'm editing the videos later. And with that, that will finish out your Canadian Grand Prix. Up next for round number 10 is the Austria Grand Prix. Another one of my favorites. As we look at the circuits real quick, we won't know the weather forecast until the next video. I'm so sorry. I'm really hoping it's a dry race. These raining races, they hurt my feelings. They really do. But anyway, another fantastic finish for Pierre Gasly, winning a 3rd in a row. We have completed the long-term objective in the last video, and we are continuing. We definitely have 5th or above, as we are sitting P3 right now, but the second half of the season still has yet to start. So a lot could happen. I'm just hoping it doesn't happen the way it has been happening, but time will tell. Let's see. Sophie did improve. However, she did need the red flag to help her improve. She has to learn how to get away from people and catch up to other people without safety cars, red flags, whatever. She still needs to work on her tire wear. That's one thing holding her back. But you know what? After, what was the race before? After the Spanish Grand Prix and the Canadian Grand Prix, I'm seeing improvements. And I can see it happening before Manager 24 comes out. I'm really hoping we don't have to wait till Manager 24 comes out for this to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, If you like the video, please hit that like button, and if you can't wait for the next video, hit that subscribe button. If Pierre Gasly keeps doing what he's doing and Sophie keeps not really catching up, giving me not a lot to put in the highlight reel, I will figure out another way of doing this. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I appreciate all the views, the likes, the comments. I appreciate it all. So just bear with me. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I feel like I missed something, but I can't remember what it was. So until next time, have fun doing whatever it is that you do with your life. Can't wait to see you again. Goodbye.